Welcome back to Horseplay Motoring. So, one question I get quite a bit is, do I regret going nitrous on my 2-valve? Now, those who are not familiar with the channel, my car is a 97 Mustang GT. It is full bolt-on, but it is NPI heads with PI intake and PI cams. It has shorty headers versus long tubes, but they're the BBK equal length. Other than that, it's full bolt-on as far as it's got underdrives, headers, exhaust, intake, throttle body, upgraded upper plenum, all that good stuff. But I'm on a Nitrous Express Proton kit and on a 125 shot. I've had a whole bottle through the car. I think that's like 8 or 10 hits. I don't remember. Most of it was during tuning, trying to get my tune right and stuff. The one thing that I would say is probably why I would want to go supercharger versus turbo or something like that is basically like my tune for nitrous is not that great for NA. So basically I'm running rich, driving around naturally aspirated, not on boost. Now on boost it's really safe. Not to say it's not safe NA, I'm just saying I'm leaving power on the table just cruising around. It's not like a huge difference because I don't make a huge amount of power. But for some of these higher horsepower cars, you're talking, you know, 30, 40 horsepower because you're pulling timing. I think at wide open throttle, I'm only at 19 degrees, and that's pretty aggressive on timing. They want me around, you know, somewhere around 16. But it does really good on 19 degrees on a 125 shot. My AFRs stay around, I think it was around 10.8 last time I did a pull. It's been a while. I have changed a few things, so I do need to go and do that again. But like I said, when the nitrous is off, it's still at wide open throttle. It's still at 19 degrees, which it could be, you know, higher and get more power out of it and things like that. Where the supercharger, it's always there. Turbo, it's always there. That's the tune you need for that RPM. The one thing I do like about it is daily driving, when I'm driving around just cruising, you know, I'm not out racing. I'm not always trying to get somebody or, you know, catfish or anything like that. It's just a good, smooth daily driver. I don't have to worry about turbo or any of that stuff. If it came down to it, I could change my tune and run, you know, 89 octane or 87, whatever the low grade is here. I don't remember. We have 93. I know a lot of places only have up to 91. But I could do that and just not spray my nitrous, where a supercharger, you couldn't do that pretty much because you really can't stay out of boost if you're passing somebody or anything like that. So that would be another plus. As far as fun, man, the only thing I'm lacking, and I'm in the works with Nitrous Express. I'm hoping something's going to work out soon, but I need a bottle opener. And that's the only thing that's keeping this from being a, you know, stoplight to stoplight kind of kit where supercharger turbo is ready to go. If I had a bottle opener, all I'd have to do is flip that switch, bottle's open, I'm ready to go. Because, you know, most of the time the bottle's already, in Florida, it's already up to pressure because it's 100 degrees outside. Or it don't take much to flip on the bottle heater while you're just cruising if you're looking for that kind of action. I do not recommend it for the street. I will say that. There's families and stuff out there, you know, be smart. That being said, you know, I have been on the street, but I'll make sure there's no traffic, make sure there's nobody around. That's my little disclaimer. But as a company, Nitrous Express is one of the best companies I've dealt with. They took a chance on me, the small guy, small fry, just hit 1,600 subscribers. I'm very blessed for all I have. And I've only had one little hitch, and you know, that was in my confusion and frustration, and I didn't look at the big picture. So basically, Ryan Lewis, who is the guy that signed me and sent me all this stuff, he left and somebody took over. But basically, my emails got lost in translation, and you know, in my mind, Ryan responded to everything, but you know, when somebody takes over and all that has to switch over, you're looking at somebody who just took over account. He probably has now whatever Ryan had and whatever this person had. you know, he has 1,000 emails don't even that he's got to go through. First of all, you don't have time to catch up on every email and still do your job as far as, you know, being out on the floor and things like that. So the loss in communication, I was a little frustrated because it never happened before. But like I said, it was a transition phase. Daggone gnat just flew in my mouth. Anyway, it's just one of them things that they have been great customer service. Once Cody found out what was going on, you know, he fixed everything that was going on. I had the control panel has a decal on it, and mine started bubbling because of Florida heat. I got a hold of Nitrous Express. They sent me out another one. Sadly, that was like 3 months ago. I still haven't had a chance to put it on because I, you know, the Mustang's at Daytona, and then I was dealing with COVID, and then my, you know, death in the family, things like that. But the way I have my nitrous purge ran, I love how it comes up. A lot of people find that really cool and intimidating. I'll just drive through town sometimes with a bottle open and just spray it here and there. I've had people back down from races because they'll be at a light and they, you know, the car kind of looks fast, so they'll rev it and I'll spray the nitrous and they'll be like, ah, never mind, never mind. But funny thing is, they might still win because it's just a 2-valve with nitrous. I regret nothing going with Nitrous Express. I really don't. I got the safety features, so if I, you know, if the bottle pressure drops, it ain't gonna go. I have the bottle heater, which is automatic, so the pressure's gonna be where it needs to be. I have the purge. I have the controller, which, you know, allows it to only kick on a certain RPM range, shut off, turn on, things like that. And you know, it's armed, so if it's off, I can floor it, drive around, do whatever I want to. Don't have to worry about the nitrous kicking in or anything like that. I love the kit, and like I said, I regret nothing. The only reason I would ever consider changing up is just for something different, but even then, I have my truck, and you know, I would like to go with a route with that if I can get some people on board with that to kind of, you know, join me with that. That's a little bit harder, but yeah, I would love to have a kit. Even if I moved the kit from here to the truck and then did something different on the car. But yeah, as far as running the nitrous, I've ran into 0 issues as far as the kit itself. I did have an issue with what the factory X4 can do as far as pulling, timing, and adding fuel and stuff like that. So I got it as safe as I can possibly be without a custom tune. I have a video on that, how, you know, watching your AFRs and reading your plugs and stuff like that. But that's, you know, that's a whole different thing. That's not on Nitrous Express. Every vehicle is going to be different. You might have different mods. You might have different airflow. Your exhaust might have more back pressure. So there's too many variables in there to, you know, for Nitrous Express to make a tune for all the cars pretty much. And they don't do the tuning. So I don't know what else to really cover as far as, you know, I feel the kit is very potent. And like I said, 4.6 Chris, he runs it. And the one thing that we'll say, like on 100 shot, I think it was 100 shot, he made 150 foot-pounds of torque. So that's really good torque. With a failing fuel system, I had a fuel pump that was failing that I didn't know about. My fuel pressure was low. It was like in the 30s or something like that, 20s. I think it was like 24. Regardless, I had a failing fuel system that I didn't know about. And off nitrous, I made 255 foot-pounds of torque. I've dropped weight out of the car and added the nitrous, and on a 125 shot, I'm expected to make over 150 foot-pounds of torque. So on a failing fuel pump, I made 250 foot-pounds of torque. If I gain 150, I'm over 400 foot-pounds of torque. And for a car like this, that's fun. That's a fun car. I'm not out here racing Lamborghinis and Ferraris and these 900 horsepower GT500s and all that. I just wanted a fun car that's a cruiser, and I can cruise in this, or I can flip the switch and have some fun, and that's what it's all about. Like I said, the one regret I do have is I don't have a bottle opener, so I have to get out and open it up and get in and turn the bottle heater on and stuff like that. But you know, I would really love to be able to flip the switch and have it. But again, I have my purge set up to come through here. Everything's all in one unit with the Proton. I put my nozzle on the underside, so if somebody just a quick look don't know what they're looking at. I've actually had people look at the car and not even notice the Nitrous Express setup back there. Got my bottle in the back in the duffel bag, so if I don't want to pop the hood and they don't happen to see the nitrous purges sticking out, the nitrous bottle's on a duffel bag and you don't notice. Like I said, I have all the safety features I need. And a lot of people think there's just, oh, you're going to blow up your car if you run nitrous. I run colder plugs, I run all the safety measures. You're not going to blow up your car. Take precaution. Don't be an idiot. A lot of these people throw nitrous on a stock engine, run it wide open throttle, and then something happens and they're like, oh, it's the nitrous's fault. It's your fault. So, the Proton kit is amazing. They do have a specific kit, like the one Chris runs, between the upper plenum here, right here, there's a plate. So your upper plenum where the intake goes in, there's a plate that fits in there, and it sprays directly into the intake, where I have the universal kit, and I got the universal kit for a reason. First of all, for cost effectiveness. Second of all, if I wanted to move this to, say, like the truck or something like that, or if I eventually got a Coyote Mustang and I wanted to run it on that. That was the whole idea or concept behind it. But yeah, other than just keep on rambling, I don't want to keep y'all here for something boring, but I do not regret the kit at all. The kit is quality. I didn't have an issue with anything. The only thing I added to the kit that is not in the kit is the air fuel ratio gauge, the AAM. And I added the 90 where it comes off the fuel rail over here, so it had just a fitting straight up. I put a 90 where it comes up. I don't know if you can see it, and the fuel pressure regulator, or I'm sorry, the fuel pressure gauge. So this was just straight up and kind of flopped over, so now it's on a 90. Got my fuel pressure gauge there, and I do have an upgraded fuel pressure regulator because, like I said, my pressure, I was below that running. That's supposed to be 42 at idle, and at wide open throttle I was maybe hitting like 24, 25 when my pump was failing. So to sum it up, great customer service, great quality kit. I regret nothing. I would definitely run it. And a lot of these people, they ask, you know, like, what's the simplest, fastest way to go quicker or faster or add horsepower? Gears and nitrous. That's my answers now. Now that I've did it all, in an auto car, I have built auto, I have gears, I have all this stuff. Gears and the nitrous, the biggest effect you can have. That's the first thing I say. Nitrous is the cheapest entry level, and a lot of people, oh, you got to fill the bottle. It's $5 a pound, and you know you're running the, like, it took me 2 or 3 months to go for a bottle because I'm not out racing every night. If you're out racing every night, yeah, it might be more cost effective a year or two down the road, but no, I didn't pay anywhere near $6 grand out of pocket for anything on this car, and that's the average cost of a supercharger. Not to say that, you know, supercharger or twin turbo kit is not a great option. I mean, Andrew proved that on a 2-valve and a on 3 kit, I mean, it's a great combo. But for the entry level price and what you get, the bang for the buck, Nitrous, and the best company in my opinion, and not because they sponsored me, because I've seen what 4.6 Chris did, I've seen other channels. Nitrous Express, the products, the customer service, everything. If I had to do it all over again, I would go with Nitrous Express. And like I said, there was that one little hiccup, and that's just that was more on me, not understanding the situation, in my opinion. So thank y'all for watching. I hope this answers some questions as far as, do I regret it? Like I said, colder plugs, safety features, safe tune. You're not going to blow anything up. Thank you for watching. This is Horseplay. We out.
I won't turn around, I done made it this far. Look back now, that wouldn't be too smart. Shoot for the stars even when it gets hard. Put my faith in the Lord with the 16 bars. I won't turn around, I done made it this far. Look back now, that wouldn't be too smart. Shoot for the stars even when it gets hard. Put my faith in the Lord with the 16 bars. I won't turn around, I won't turn around. No matter how far I go, I'll never